Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to another video. It's been a long time, very long time since I've uploaded a facial video. You know, they've been mostly recordings and voice audios. You know how it is on my channel, man. I have about 280 plus uploads on my channel, man, and I started about 8 to 9 months ago, and the majority of my 280 videos are my audios, man. But anyway, today I thought to just grab the camera out. You know, when I want to see into your guys' eyes and you look into mine, it means I really want to engage with the audience, which means I have something really important to say. I have my notebook here, and I got some things written down. So some things I'm going to refer to and to express. It's going to help me keep my mind on track, and so I'm not wandering around in my mind trying to think of what to say. But anyway, without further ado, without further ado, guys, I'm going to get down to what the video is about today. Before I start, I just want to say thank you very much for 170 subscribers. It's just amazing how far I'm coming, man, compared to where I started. I hope in some way, shape or form, me going through my journey of life is somehow helping you guys, and I know it has, and it's been absolutely awesome to touch a person here and there and help them out. But as you guys know, I'm going through my journey of life, and I want to document it. I want to record it. I want it to be remembered. You know, just me going through life, becoming a better person, self-improvement, the transformation. I want to record it and document it. So big thanks, and you know, welcome to the people who have come, and for the people who've stuck by me from the start, man, I appreciate you guys so much. So today I'm going to be talking about a fresh topic. Because my channel has kind of been all over the place, so I'm going to start fresh and start new with something that I want to share with you guys. So I'm going to be making different playlists and different categories about different parts of my life, and they're the different parts, the different categories of the stuff that I wrote down here in my book, in my journal, and I'm going to explain them to you guys right now. So the different categories, the different avenues, the different stages, the different parts of my life, because I'm going to share with you my backstory, but I'm also going to share with you what's on the book. And some of the topics are social anxiety, mental health, confidence, self-confidence, Islamic habits and practices. As you guys know, I'm a Muslim. Personal self-care, hygiene and well-being, and health, overall health. Work and career, addiction and unhelpful habits, and building strength and conflict bravery. So they're the different parts and the different stuff, and I'll be uploading for the different places, because they're the different avenues I'm going to make videos towards, because they're the areas in different parts in my life of which transformation and improvement needs to be focused on. And I'm just going to share with you guys a bit about me and why I'm talking about these things, and I'm going to give you a little backstory. You guys might know a little bit about my backstory, but I'm just going to give you a little refresher. Okay, so the first part of the different playlists, the different categories that I shared with you guys was the social anxiety. So the social anxiety came around mid-school, high school, around year 7, 8, 9, around that period. And now that I came out of high school and I've gone to the real world, social anxiety has definitely been a factor for me in my life. Learning more about it, how to combat it, developing in that aspect. So that's why social anxiety is up there. I know a lot of people struggle with it as well. So if I can just document my social anxiety getting better, or me developing in that avenue, I want that to then show people where I am to where I can be and where I want to be, and hopefully I can make that change. And instead of just me doing that, I want to document that to then help other people who are struggling be inspired by that. Right, so just to let people know where I am, and to see, you guys can see firsthand what I'm doing to get better, and the fact that are those things even working. So the first kind of part is social anxiety, and in this first kind of playlist I'll be showing you the things that I do to help, the knowledge that I have, the things I'm learning, and the things that I find that don't help. So that's just one part. The second part is mental health. So this mental health is a very broad thing. You know what I mean? It's very broad. It comes to what you do with meditation, with what you're eating, the sort of environment you're in, the kind of sleep you're getting, the kind of education you're learning. Mental health is a very broad thing, and when I say mental health, it might be things like things that help me feel better mentally, things that I do that do not help my mental health, things for me. And mental health has been such a huge, absolutely huge priority, such a huge important thing, that it's not a joke and it's not something to just shy upon and to ignore, because we all have stages of health. We have our mental health, emotional, physical health. If your leg was hurting, if your arm was hurting, your leg was hurting, you wouldn't really ignore it or see that as less as important thing. So mental health is a huge thing. It's something that I've been going through as a young adult into my adulthood, something I'm very passionate towards, and that's why I'm making it a second, something that's really important to me, and something that's a category and a part of my life. So the next huge thing is self-confidence or confidence. So going throughout all high school, man, I was just never a confident guy. I would always be shy to a point where it would be unbeneficial. So there's nothing wrong with being shy, there's nothing wrong with being very timid, but it is if it's unhelpful, and it is if it's not going to help you in life. It's not going to benefit you. You stop doing the things you want to do, you stop being yourself, you stop going out, you're afraid. It's basically what it is, man. A lack of confidence is fear, in my perspective. So hopefully I can do the things that will help me gain this confidence in myself, and the things that I can share with you that don't help me with my confidence, because there's a lot of things. I tell you what, I found a lot of things that haven't helped me, and I found a few things that have helped me. But inshallah, hopefully I can gain in that knowledge and in that aspect and develop in that aspect, because that aspect is huge, especially for a Muslim man. The next thing, because I am Muslim, is Islamic habits and practices. This comes under the category of praying, of reading Quran, of developing your knowledge in Islam, reading the books and just gathering the wisdom and the knowledge. And it comes under habits and practices. So the prayer is a practice, giving charity is a practice, the way you treat people, just certain things like that. Developing as a Muslim, specifically that category would be specific for that. Right, so another really, helpful thing is self-care, personal self-care. This comes under things like your mental health, your physical health. It comes under a whole broad aspect of health, and it comes under well-being. So what are you eating? How's your sleep? How's your diet? So that is really focusing on that, and I'm very, very passionate about health and well-being, and that's why I'm making it a big part of my life and a big part of my self-development journey with these practices. Right, so as you guys know, I don't know if I've shared this yet, but I've been struggling a lot with my health and well-being because of PMO, because of the addiction. It's been affecting and poisoning other areas of my life, my sleep, my eating, and I'm trying to get better at that. So I'm going to share those things with YouTube. I'm going to share those things so you guys can see me develop, because I know plenty other men and plenty other women will be in my position, and you guys can hopefully take something away, or you guys can see me and hopefully something in you can be sparked because of me taking action myself, because action needs to be taken. And me struggling with my sleep, struggling with my eating is having a very huge part in my life, and I'm going to be talking more and more about that in that certain category. I'm just going to keep it brief, but for that certain aspect is very important. Right, so another thing is the work and career. So I left school about 3 to 4 years ago now, and I never knew what I wanted to do. I didn't really have a self-identity, or I didn't really identify, this is what I like, this is what I want to do. So I'm going to keep it very brief there. I'm going to talk to you about that when I get to that. So there'll be different days I'll be talking about different subjects. When I talk about the subject of careers, when I talk to the subjects about work, you're going to hear more about where my mind is at with that and what I'm doing. So I'm going to leave that at that. We're going to keep that very brief. Another very important thing is addiction and unhelpful habits. As you guys know, my channel, The Seed of Life, I've changed the name to The Seed of Life, is such a beautiful name, because I think that this journey, this no-fap journey, staying away from pornography, masturbation, sexual habits that are not good for you, indulging in them. Allah is our creator. God created us. The more and more I learn this every day, the more and more I believe He is giving me what is best. So why shouldn't I listen to Him? And if He's telling us to stay away from these things, there must be a reason. You already know all about that. 80% of my channel 85% or even 90% of my channel is all about the addiction and all about unhelpful habits. So you guys already know a bit more about that, so I'm going to keep that brief. And lastly is building strength and confliction bravery. So conflict for me has been such a huge thing. To be able to put my foot down, stand up for myself, and building strength in my body, but not also in my body, but in my mind and in my character. And I'm going to be talking about those things as well. I may make a video a day explaining each category, or I'll do a category a day and make 2 to 3 videos. I'll see how I'll go about it. But building strength, meaning, you know, it might be building muscle, might be building, maybe learning a martial art, conflict, bravery, learning a martial art, doing things like that that are going to help me with that aspect. So all these aspects are really important, guys. They all mean something to me. They're all aspects that I need in development in and improvement in. And tell me what you guys think, if you can relate to this, because for sure, man, every single thing, you know, that I've jotted down on this piece of paper is important to me. Everything that I jot down here means something to me in my life, and it's all areas in which I struggle in. I struggle with my social anxiety, my mental health, my confidence, my Islamic habits. I struggle with my career and my work and my studying and my personal self-care, like I explained, my strength and my addiction. So this is huge, guys, and I thought it would be a great idea to turn each and every single one of these into different categories and stages in my life. And I want to be able to take the actions to change and to become better and document it firsthand to the world. So that's going to wrap up the video, guys. Thank you very much if you've watched this far. Thank you to all the 171 subscribers, man. It's been absolutely amazing. I want to end this off by saying one last thing. I'm a Muslim, and we believe in different things to what society preaches, to what society believes in. And sometimes people may call us backwards, because when someone goes against the flow of society, they're actually going backwards, but we're actually just going in another direction, the direction that we believe in. And with this lesbians and the gays and the transgenders, the LGBTQ community, men turning into women, women turning into men. So another huge thing under, you know, building strength and, you know, the conflict category, that building strength is a lot about building my masculinity. So that's going to be a bonus sort of category there that I didn't add. It's building the masculinity, the testosterone, coming into your element as a man. You know, you were born with the male organs, you were born primarily with testosterone, you are a man, you can't escape that. The same goes for a woman, and when this imbalance happens, bad things happen. So I'm just sharing with you guys my beliefs, my opinions, that I personally believe that it is wrong, and I personally disagree, because this is what my faith preaches. And a bonus category will be masculinity. Building that masculinity, getting in touch with it once again, is a huge part for me. And I'm going to end it with that. Note, guys. Thank you very much for watching it, all 13 minutes. Guys, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.